Welcome to the Homies Overtime. I'll be driving, your host here, Brandon Harry, a.k.a. B Dirt, with the guys Pay, Tate, Big G. What's up, fellas?
What's cracking, bro? What's going on with you?
Man, I don't know. I just realized the Pay Dirt. Yeah, Pay Dirt in the house. I just realized that
switched up. Probably not good.
Don P.
Switched up. That's an old school drink, Pay.
You're gonna be down for a while today.
No, I just took a, what you call me, Dirt?
A snippet?
A snippet.
Swig, a sip.
Dog,
Yeah,
you gone, bro. You gone.
Hey, I'm not. You
with
I love champagne.
Yeah, you mix Don P with Don Julio. You're done for the weekend. Weekend over.
Yeah.
Not the small amount. I sipped. It was a sip. Well,
I just realized that the video and the intro, by the way, is just a whole bunch of G shaking his head. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Because
nah.
Tate was going off. Because Tate was going off, man. He went on a rant.
That was when Big G said just a few weeks ago, he said somebody wasn't, what did you say? One of the linebackers you said wasn't like all time something or another. It was a real bad take. I mean, but we're used to that. I just don't remember exactly what it was. But like Jim Brown wasn't best all time, or somebody you said was, I couldn't remember. I could go back and look at it, but yeah. You said something crazy, Big G.
that I believe.
That sounds accurate. Yeah.
Hey man, Curb is fixing that, bro. Curb done now dealing with Kirby all the time on Black and Gold podcast. When on
you're getting graded on a curve. That's what's happening.
No, man, that's like, listen, I see how ridiculous some of the stuff I've said in the past.
Wow.
And I'm like, bro, I got to clean this up because dealing with this joker is unbelievable.
It is.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Gavin, pay my little fella, man. I took him under my wing some years ago to make sure the people in Chicago streets ain't messing with him and stuff like that. So, I just call him Baby Cuz.
Right.
None of that is true. He was too young even to be under my watch and my wing. But his grandmother did raise my dad, so I guess Pay could just call me Big Uncle for real.
That sounds like a whole bunch of stuff. It's not going to happen. Listen, before we even get started, let's start getting those algorithms jumping. Get those thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get those subs up.
Definitely. As Big G would say, get what up, Big G?
The rhythms.
Get the algorithms up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's start off with some NBA talk, man. I don't watch nearly as much ESPN as I used to.
Mm-hmm. For good reason.
There's a lot more what I like to refer to as reputable and entertaining options now that I get my information from.
Mm-hmm.
But I happened to get home early, and I had to do a call. So I was TV on in the back doing a Teams call for work, and I look up at the screen, and it's is Nikola Jokic, the Joker, a top 20 player of all time? And
what?
Perk said yes, and Stephen A. Smith said yes. Now, which one of the Morris twins retired?
Markeith, I believe.
He said no.
Or is it Marcus?
I think it was Marcus. I think,
yeah.
But I'm not sure.
I think Marcus played for the Lakers.
Really? Well,
yeah. He said he's like one of the old guys for the Lakers. They picked him up. I think Markeith is one retired.
So that was the only person that said no. I was kind of taken by surprise. So I know, G, I'm going to start with you because I know you do your top 10 a lot. in all-time NBA players. You talk about who's coming up on it and who's getting close and all those kind of things. Do you think Joker's top 20 right now?
Nope.
If he retired right now, would he be?
Wrong one.
Go stand.
Wrong one. That one, I know what Big G gonna say because he was on it a year or two ago. Go ahead, Big G. We got
Not
receipts.
yet. Nope, he's not. Not yet. Not yet. If he wins a chip and an MVP in the next year or two, but if he retired today, nope. Not yet.
Joker
He's got 3 MVPs
and a championship.
Nope.
So he needs one more chip in a finals MVP or okay.
Yep. Nope.
On the receipt, I can't guarantee I can find it, but I remember what Big G said at the time. Joker was approaching the top 10, and he was in the top 15. And Gio's hot take of that time was Shea gonna be next and coming up the top 20. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I can't. Not now. Not now. When I actual like looking through who's 11 through 20, and like you're like,
can I get that 11 through 20 at some point?
Somewhere in there, but I'll be long with it. So I'm just saying 11 through 20.
Well, just name the first 5 on top of your head. I'm sure Joker's better than somebody.
That's the point.
Akeem Olajuwon is 11
Better.
in my book. Akeem Olajuwon is 11.
Well, no, he played both ways. See, he's a two-way player and a beast. Go ahead.
Probably Karl Malone is maybe 12.
Joker's better.
I don't know.
But go ahead. No, we listen to you. I'm just saying. You're making this easy though.
Why am I making it easy?
Because
Isaiah Thomas is like number 13.
Okay, I can get down with that one.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas was a monster.
Yeah.
Hey, you just so young. You don't even know.
Keep going. 14. Come on.
Even know.
Keep going.
You got to put Julius Erving somewhere in there.
Okay.
14. Moses Malone has to be somewhere in there.
I can agree with Moses. Doc not there though. Doc might be like 22 to 25, 28.
Doc is submitted.
Doc is what?
He's submitted. He's in there.
Okay.
Get alive.
Big O has to be somewhere in there. Oscar Robertson.
Big O's the top 10.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Okay.
That's easy to keep Big O out of the top 10. That's real easy. So Big O's got to be somewhere in there.
You might be right, but you ain't keeping out the top 15. Okay.
Yeah, so that's 6 guys. So I'd have to really. I got my list is upstairs.
Big G. Agreed?
Yeah. Isaiah Thomas better than Allen Iverson, and Allen Iverson is a dog. But Isaiah Thomas.
I might have talked too fast. Doc is there. Doc was my favorite player growing up. I mean, it was Dr. J in basketball, Lynn Swan in football at the time. But yeah, B Dirt, go ahead and grab the wheel again, man.
So I agree. I think I remember something where Big G had him in that top 15.
Yes, thank you.
I was wondering where we're going with that, but we have to dig through the archives on that.
Yeah, but that's why I hate the receipt, because I knew he was going to say, oh, Joker not in the top 20, Joker in the top 15. That's what I thought he was going to say because of what he said previously. And Pay, you remember the other night on the Central Division Showdown, I got on the homie Rick for switching takes. Like, man, y'all cats act like your boy Nick Wright, Pay. No such thing as take integrity no more, man.
And yeah, it's just more information gives you a different opinion. So it's fair.
So don't you guys got to stick to a take?
Let me ask you a question.
In your take, but I mean, you can evolve a take as well.
Facts.
Do you weigh championships more than, say, all NBA or MVPs? How do you? Because like the Charles Barkley argument, right? I don't know if Charles Barkley's right on the cusp of the top 20 for me. He might be just out OLI there. Mm-hmm. But he never won a chip. But man, he has put up a great career. All NBAs, All-Star games, MVPs. Like, I can't fault him for his team not getting over the top a lot of times. I don't think he was the reason why.
Here's my thing.
His Robin wasn't good enough.
Here's my thing, B-Dirt, to that. But see, the NBA has a history of super teams, right?
Facts.
Majority of the championships are condensed in a handful of franchises. So it is okay. It's okay if you don't have a chip or you only have one. However, because majority of the championships are in a handful of franchises, those players that contributed to those franchises, those championships, they are going to be found littered in the top 10 of any top 10 discussion we got as the NBA is concerned.
Fact.
Bird, Bill Russell, Shaq,
Lakers,
Hakeem,
Duncan.
as the list goes. Now, as you extrapolate the list further past 15, you would probably have, as you said, more guys with one or none. You got Kevin Durant is on the line of 14, a top 15, or top 20, and he's got two. Then you come back, you got guys like Karl Malone with none, who's put up a great resume. Charles Barkley has none, great resume though. Kevin Garnett has one, amazing resume. And then you got, as the segment portends, Jokic, an already great resume. He's only 10 years into his career.
Yeah,
but he older though.
Yeah, he's older, but he's still, age is relative as it comes to athletes in this day and age.
Yeah, when you LeBron, not when you look like Joker. But go ahead.
Well, Joker doesn't use a lot of athleticism, so you never know how long his game.
That's true. That's true.
Can live. He's got 3 MVPs already. He's got a ring. He's got numbers galore. So right now, I have no problem putting them in top 20 conversations because, like I said, thinking of the guys that's in that conversation, you have guys like, who did you say earlier? Big G, Moses Malone. I think Moses Malone's a top 15 guy. Some people that are not as historical adept would probably put him in the back past 15, but Moses Malone is that guy. You got other guys like Jerry West, one championship.
Do Moses got 2 or 3 MVPs? I know at least 2.
No, I think he's got 3.
He's got 2. He won one with the 76ers and he won one with the.
But I think he won 2 with the Rockets.
I think he won. I thought he won 1. I thought he won 1 with the
You
Rockets.
could be right. I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
You got, again, guys that I have in that conversation as top 20, like not top 15, but top 20. David Robinson, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Dirk Nowitzki, just to name a few, and Dr. J. He's closer to 15, but but I think there's 15 other resumes I would take other. The point I'm making is that Joker, his resume right now is in that conversation easily.
Hey, so Peter, can I ask this question to add on to this? Mm-hmm. How many centers are better than Joker in history? I count like 8 right off the bat.
I need to see that list.
Shaq, Russell, Chamberlain,
Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Moses Malone.
Yep.
Patrick Ewing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the only reason there's that delineation is because Joker don't play no defense. He's not known as a defensive player. All them guys could play defense, block shots, be intimidators and all that. Joker's not that. So,
part of it,
Yeah, that's part of it, yeah.
So that's why I'm asking, we just named 6, 7, or 8 guys right there. So if you have 8 guys, and Tim Duncan played a lot of center for the Spurs, so I would throw him in there as well. Even though he's a power forward.
I would argue David Robinson, but none of the other guys you named.
Okay.
I would too, but Dave Robinson only got 1 and 1 MVP, 1 chip, 1 MVP. And he didn't get 2 chips. Yeah, 2 chips. Yeah, both.
2 chips, 1 MVP, one rookie of the year, and 1 scoring title.
He wasn't the man on the team that he got the championships on though. Go ahead.
Both Hoops Hype and The Athletic have David Robinson in front of Jokic.
Yeah,
Athletic is a respectable publication.
Now, I also, when you start talking about just offensive players,
Yeah.
I think you start talking about he goes top 10 to me, elite.
Yeah, I agree
He's
with
in
that.
a top 10 conversation as far as just offensive players. His game's not well rounded enough on the defensive end, effort end. I'm not saying he can't get there. I have him outside of the top 20. I look more at the all pros. He needs to do a little bit more to me. I wouldn't give it to him now. If you go, if you weight the all pros as far as points for first team all NBA and second team all NBA, third team all NBA, he ends up 51st in all NBA points. So
Big G put Moses in there. Joker's resume is identical to Moses. 3 MVPs, 1 championship. I mean, identical. Moses wasn't a defensive player either. He was a rebounder. Joker's a rebounder.
But Moses played in the era of the centers. Think about who Moses played against. Moses played against some beasts.
He did. So, but I mean, we can't. You can only play against who you play against. You can't move the goalpost like that.
Right. So when you're saying he played in the era of the centers, are you saying that his MVPs were maybe slanted because they were typically given to centers back then? Or
that's what I'm saying, Pay. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
so
the big man had more dominance back then. So in order for you to win MVP, you had to be the dominant big man. You had to be the one that nobody had nothing for. Nobody had nothing for him.
So but when you first said it, I took it as you was giving Joker some credit.
Yeah,
you did too, Pay. Then he kind of midstream swam upstream on us. Turned around, Sammy.
I'm not. Like I said, I like Joker. But does Joker have the potential, Dirt, to get there? Yeah. I mean, he can mess around and win the championship this year, win the Finals MVP this year, and then there's no question.
So
there's no question.
The difference with Moses Malone, he's got 12 NBA All-Star games, which is more. He's got 8 first and second team, 4 first team, 4 second team. So he's got 2 more All-NBA. He's got that all defense first team and second team.
How many years did Moses play?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you cut, I'm not saying Jokic can't get there. I'm saying I don't have him there now.
Yes,
that was the question.
Of all the guys that are active right now, not excluding LeBron, you got Chris Paul, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Durant, Curry, Giannis, Westbrook. Do you think Jokic is higher in the all-time standings?
Do you know what Russell Westbrook's initials are?
RW.
OLI.
Oh.
He gonna constantly be thought of that way when it comes to this generation of players.
Well, I mean,
he is because he ain't won no chip, but he first ballot though.
It's not even just the chip; it's the way he's gotten that West Brick moniker. He's taking ill-advised shots at times. I think that stuff's gonna haunt him.
But he's got an MVP.
And he's got average a triple-double. I mean, he's got some incredible stuff.
I think to answer Pay's question, the active players that are higher ranked on the list is LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant.
I would agree. But he said leave LeBron out. But yeah, I agree with all 3 of them.
I mean, because LeBron's number 1. I mean, that's unfair.
So Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, active players are better than Joker.
How many? I think I would agree with that because again, more titles. I mean, more titles. That means you play more in the playoffs, which means you have more
cachet.
Cachet. Great word. You're on the platform performing more than the other guys, right? So that would pretend you to be a better, all-time better player. I'm curious about Kawhi versus Jokic. If you go resume for resume,
it's Joker by a mile.
Joker
by a mile.
Kawhi got 2 rings.
I know that.
Those MVPs.
I know that. It's by a mile.
Hey,
the first one's suspect.
Remove the bias and just go resume for resume.
Joker. Well, first of all, Kawhi ain't been healthy in 5 years.
And Kawhi don't have no MVPs of the league,
Right.
none.
Finals, he got the Finals MVP. I hold Finals MVP higher than regular season MVP. That's me. You got to go over a series versus a great team like every.
But hey, did he really do it against Cleveland? Did he really? Was he the best player in the series?
No. But he's the best player on the winning team.
and that sometimes happens. Andre Iguodala, that sometimes happens.
Well, throw that away. That shouldn't have happened. That was a robbery.
But that's from lack of giving the MVP to the best player in the finals.
All right.
Or LeBron will have 2 more.
So since we're talking about current day players, let's just segue into current day standings and the way the playoffs are looking to start shaping up. We've got some, the Lakers look like they were putting some stuff together, and then all of a sudden they hit a skid. The Clippers look like maybe they're putting some things together. There's some interesting things. Golden State now looks like a healthy Steph Curry could make them relevant. So my question is twofold. One, who do you think's going to win the chip? Just give me your guess as of right now, barring injuries, all that kind of stuff. Who you think wins the chip? And the second, because my heart always goes to this, give me a long shot that you think you find value in betting on, because I want to know where those are. Yeah. So give me your favorite and give me your long shot. Claude Bishop, $2. Thank you for the super chat. It says, which center in history can shut the Joker down?
Hakeem Olajuwon, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, David Robertson, Patrick Ewing, Moses Malone.
To answer the question, a lot of them. Let's keep going.
A lot of them, yeah. I mean, shut down Joker. Joker get his, but Joker get played off the court against any of those guys because he can't defend none of them.
Right.
They'd all dominate him. So you'd have a mismatch in that end. They could defend him better than he could defend them. So you got to make a business decision. Joker, you got to sit for a little while.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to kick it over to you, Tate. Tate, give me who your favorite to win the championship and your long shot that you would put a couple ducats on and try to win big.
Until you knock the king off the throne, man, you got to go with the king. Boston Celtics for me. Even though I'm a Cavs fan, I think the Cavs give them a tough series in the Eastern Conference Finals, but I got to go with Boston until Cleveland beats them or somebody beats them. My long shot, my money shot, listen to me now because I've been with this all year.
Whoa, time out. Hit that ditty right now. Go ahead.
What did I say? My long shot?
That's not what you said.
Is
you
that
said
it?
something right after. We're going to clip it. It's a 23-minute mark.
Hey, that's a Diddy Hall of Famer right there, dog.
I just want to know what it is.
Man, I'm not saying
it. In the porn industry, the money shot is, you know what?
Oh.
Never mind.
I got
Diddy. You got to chill.
Welcome to
you guys are way more adverse at gambling terminology than I.
Yeah, it's not a gambling terminology. I can promise you
facts.
that. Go ahead.
That is facts.
Well, you guys obviously are more adverse in porn terminology than me because I was not thinking any of that.
It's true.
But okay, so my long shot.
Yeah. Stay with
wait. B-Dirt.
Long shot's fine.
Look what Mel Wells said.
What?
Mel Wells said, "Pay, you would know."
Don't eliminate nothing.
No, get that off screen.
All right.
Keep that pushing. Cut. Hey, editors, cut that out.
That sounds like somebody from Chicago or the ATL. That sounds personal.
Like it to me.
I knew it was going to go there. Tate, who are you betting on? Who are you putting $2 down on? See if you can win. Listen,
I said I'm not going to say I'm close to saying Gold State just because you know we got receipts for me and Pay. Go. Why can't? What if I'm going to pick Gold State? Pay. I'm allowed to talk about them. Jimmy Butler washed, but yeah, these 20 or 4 where him and Steph played together. They're not even going to be in the play. I thought they were going to be winning the play-in and get in. Well, they're going to be in the playoffs, period. But I'm going to say the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Okay.
That probably will be the the best odds of what any of us say out the group. I don't know where they're at. You probably can look at all that stuff to win the finals, but nobody will say somebody that's more of a long shot than the Timberwolves.
Pay. I'm gonna throw it over to you. Who's your favorite to win, and who's your long shot? You might put a couple ducats on.
The favorite to win is the best team in the league, Oklahoma City Thunder. They're having one of the greatest seasons in history. So that is the favorite, and I believe that's going to be the obvious winner of the whole tournament. My long shot is going to be the team with the two best superstars on the squad. That's Lakers, Luka and LeBron. Obviously, if you watch NBA basketball enough, the NBA playoffs tend to sway towards superstars. If you have the best player in the series, 9 out of 10 times, that team would win that series. Lakers have LeBron and Luka. Any given night, those are two top 10 players. So
on any night, they two top 10 players. Any night. Now, on any given night, they're two top 5 players, I would say. But go ahead.
Agreed. So I believe they can march through the first round. Depending on their seeding, they could give the second round a run for their money. If they mess around and get into the Western Conference Finals, all bets are off.
So OKC is your pick to win it all?
Yep.
That's correct.
All
and then the Lakers are your surprise.
Big G, who you got? Who's your favorite to win it all, and who's your long shot bet?
I agree with Pay as far as the win it all. OKC.
Okay.
You already know what time it is. Shea over Luka. Shea going to win the MVP and the chip.
Never happened.
Okay.
Shea over Luka, real life. I think he got put out last year by Luka, but go ahead.
Well, I think he's going to win the MVP and the chip.
Both
of them belong to him this year. But my long shot, man, is the New York Knicks.
Oh, my gosh.
The New York Knicks. That's my long shot.
You
said a long shot, a team that nobody's talking about that could win it. I think from a defensive standpoint, New York can if they're healthy, they can shut a lot of teams down. That's my long shot.
It only could have been a better take if he'd have taken the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks and just hedged his bet between his old team and his new team.
Speaking of receipts, I ain't forgot you told me that the Knicks are going to be in the finals.
No tape.
I didn't say the Knicks going to be in no finals.
Come on, G. You know who said that.
All right.
What did I say? The Knicks was going to be in the finals.
I got the visual evidence. Don't even
please find it this week, Pay, so we can bring it back.
I agree with Tate. To be the man, you got to beat the man. And I like the Celtics when you get into playoff basketball. If they're healthy, they've got too many weapons, too many bucket getters. They play good defense. They're long, athletic, can switch anywhere. So I'm going to take the Celtics as well. Now, my long shot betting odds are this. They've gotten hot, and all of a sudden, the Fountain of Youth has found Kawhi Leonard. I'm going to put a couple ducats on the Clippers.
Damn,
But I don't trust those knees when it comes to Kawhi Leonard. So it's really betting on, can he stay healthy? If he stays healthy, I give him a puncher's chance to at least get out of the way.
Now, for me, my gambling advice is when you're taking long shots, historical long shots, you go half a unit. Whatever your usual unit is, go half it.
If that.
Just
I might be a third.
Just to play money. Just roll the dice out there.
It is
one of the two of the worst teams in NBA history as it pertains to winning and being successful. Clippers and Timberwolves. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Hey, but that's because we didn't pick both our teams in probably the top 6 odds to be a long shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet the Clippers and Timberwolves are both longer shots than the teams you guys picked.
Long shots. Tim Lyons a while back did say, didn't Ant get carried off the court last night? He did in the first.
He did. He came back. Yeah.
So, all right. It's about that time. Let's take a quick break. hear from our sponsors. When we get back, we will get out of basketball, start talking some MLB. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors. And you are back with the homies overtime. We have covered some NBA, but we're gonna get into some MLB. Man, my Tigers aren't quite getting it done right now. The Phillies are looking like what they're making. Big G, you're probably going to lose that.
Yeah, I got shocked.
Yeah,
they beat the Dodgers tonight. I couldn't believe it. They beat the Dodgers. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, they look good. Pay, how the Cubbies doing?
Winners of 4 straight, record of 6-4.
I kind of thought that might be the case since you're the one that wanted to talk MLB. Tate, how about the Reds? The Red Legs over there?
Fine.
Well, I'll answer for them. The Reds haven't scored a run all season. There we go. Come on.
The Reds, they scored 14, then they proceeded to lose 3 consecutive games, 1-0. So our pitching is fine. We're not batting yet. No excuses. They need to hit. Tyler Stevens has been out, and our new left fielder, Austin Hayes, is out. Both have been all-stars before. So we're missing those guys. That's some run production. But yeah, they can't waste this pitching. They have to find a way to get some runs on the board. And I believe I'm trying to find the game right now. I had it on early. There it is.
Now, good news, bad news for the Tigers. The Tigers are only 3-4, but that's good enough to be first place in Central.
They still have no runs in the 7th inning against the Brewers. Oh my gosh.
That coach, that general manager about to get straight fired.
No, they got players. I mean, we thought Mansion was going to be well. We've lost like 5 one-run games this year. We're 2-5, and we lost about 4 or 5 one-run games this year. 3 in a row, 1-0. One we lost 3-2 in the 9th with 2 outs, 2 strikes, and we lose it because he puts the wrong closer in, and that's 4 losses right there.
But 4 of those losses, you didn't score anything.
3 of them.
I mean, the Tigers started off at the Dodgers and got swept. You just chalked that one up, right?
Mm-hmm. The Atlanta Braves, the last team to get a win this season. Yeah, they won today. They are now 1-7.
7 or 8, yeah.
I'm so happy because Ma was talking all that big yak about the Braves and they trash.
Yeah, it's a 162 game season though, man.
Get a lot
gonna happen.
It is a long time to go before we get to the the end of September. But it would be history if the Atlanta Braves can go from 0-7 to the playoffs.
Facts.
That's historic.
Good stat.
That happens.
Good stat.
Big facts. Big facts, Pay.
What I wanted to know, though, is who is on your Mount Rushmore of current players as it stands today, April 4th, 2025. Pay, Mount Rushmore current baseball players. Give me your top 4.
Shohei Ohtani, the most prominent face on that sculpture. Obviously, he's the face of the league. He's a rock star in another country across the largest ocean on the planet. So that's easy right there.
I assume he'll be on everybody's.
Yeah, as he should be. Aaron Judge, the best player of the Yankees. You got to have a Yankee. It's a part of the rules as it comes to baseball. If you're talking baseball, you don't talk the Yankees for at least 10 seconds, you're doing it wrong. The other two names, I would go with an elder statesman. The pitcher who's always hurt but always dominates the regular season for the Dodgers. You know who I'm talking about. And then there's
Clayton Kershaw.
Yes, exactly, Clayton Kershaw. You're right. The fourth, I want to go someone younger, someone with a more gravitas. But I think Ohtani, I think he fits the mold for young. Obviously, he's not young, but
Hey, he's 31.
yeah, exactly. He's not young as in life years, but he's he hasn't played in the MLB that long. So I guess
That's true.
6 and 1 hand, half dozen another. I'm gonna split the baby and go Mike Trout. Even though Mike Trout hasn't even been a real star in about 5 years. But
Injury bug.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Trouty.
All right. Big G. Give me your Mount Rushmore.
Harper, Judge, Ohtani, De La Cruz. As of today.
All right.
That's my top 4 players today.
Tate.
Well,
Mount Rushmore is up today.
Myself. What'd you say, Big G? Harper,
Judge,
Ohtani,
and
Ellie De La Cruz. Okay, we agree on 2. Me and Pay agree on 3. So Pay said Judge, Ohtani, and Trout. Agreed. I'm gonna switch out the pitcher for a real old pitcher. Pay. Who you miss left off. Clayton Kershaw's good, but he's no Justin Verlander.
That's facts.
Period. Will be the last pitcher ever that has a chance to make 300 wins.
Oh, he's not getting that.
Well, he's 28 games away, or is it 38 games away? I mean, but yeah, so he may not get it, but he's the last one ever with a chance.
You sniff it. He'll be the last one ever to sniff it.
So Tate did not take Ellie De La Cruz, but G did.
Mm-hmm.
The sample size too small.
Threw me off.
He's a future perennial all-star, all that. But I mean,
2025. I got young guys in mind. I said 2025, present day.
But I didn't take that as meaning young guys. I took that as meaning like right now, the Mount Rushmore of currently playing baseball players.
Got it. I meant
not like your top 5 list, right? Yeah. Oh well, yeah. That would have changed. Yeah.
That's the way I'm doing it. I'm doing it as my Mount Rushmore for 2025. Boom.
Okay. Why would it change that up to?
So you would put Ellie De La Cruz in there?
Yeah, Verlander would be out.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with Verlander out. I got Ohtani. I got Judge. I got a shortstop, but it's not Ellie De La Cruz. I got Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, it's a good play.
He's good.
And I got Paul Skeens.
Over Harper?
Yep.
It's shocking to me because no one said Juan Soto. We lean to New York for Judge, but no one said Juan. Okay.
So I like Juan Soto, but he's had a couple of years where he didn't hit 300 or I mean, like I expect his average to be a little higher than it has been.
Off the Mets, I'd take Francisco over Soto.
I kind of think Soto's one of the top 5 bats in the league. I mean, I think he's a difficult out every time he sticks to the plate because his plate discipline is just uncanny. But I left him out.
Baby Albert Pujols. But I said baby Albert Pujols the way his plate discipline is. Joey Votto was like that too. But B Dirt, yeah, I mean, I like Skeens. But I mean, you said you got some young guys, so if I was going pitcher, I'd go with my guy Hunter Green. He's a beast. He can't get no run support though.
I've seen Skeens like live, and you just tell he's different.
Yeah,
good lists though. They're all good lists. They all make good points, valid points. Pay wanted to talk hockey. We did get somebody chime in and said that Ovechkin tied the GOAT, the great one.
Really?
No, he was 2. He needed 2 tonight.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So segue as of talking about old guys passing. Last time you'll see a guy that sniffs a great record. Oh, the great Alex the Great. He's now tied with the great one. Listen,
and I would argue B Dirt Quadfather agrees with you probably because he's a Pirates fan, so that Skeens take is a good one with him. But I would say that Wayne, the gap between the GOAT in any sport, I put Wayne Gretzky up there as the biggest gap between him and the next guy.
His goal scoring is getting ready to get beat.
But how many Stanley Cups did he win? About 3 or 4?
I think he got 4. I know he got 1 with the Kings, don't he?
Yeah.
1 with the Kings. Like I think he got 3 with the Oilers. I don't think he won anything after that. After he went to New York.
Yeah, it's 4.
4. Yeah. Listen, this is crazy. As I was growing up, there were a few things that I understood to be indelible facts. 1, Kareem, 38,000, never going to get broken. 2,
Yeah.
Gretzky's laundry list of records, most importantly, goals scored, never going to get broken. We were seeing both tear down in a matter of 18 months?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that is crazy, man. It makes you think that no record is sacred ever. Even the ones you think will never get broken again. Like, hey, things are going to happen in the future we can't even begin to imagine, and records are all be meant to be broken.
I don't think Emmett's record gets broke. The way football's played now, I don't think Emmett's record ever gets broke.
Hey, they might ban tackling, and then boom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If they change the rule like that, but I think Emmett has the most unapproachable record.
Well, what active player is closest to him?
Wow.
I think it has to be Derrick Henry. I think
It has to be.
11,
it's got to be Derrick Henry. Yeah. Got to be
He
Derrick
might be
Henry.
able to play for another 15 years.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, dude.
Yeah.
How about this? How about Cy Young wins 511 games?
Okay, now that's not going to happen.
That's not getting broke. Never.
How about the Iron Man record by Cal Ripken Jr.?
I can see that coming down one day.
Yeah, just because sports science and people keeping their bodies healthy.
Yeah, but the
days
of rest.
Yeah.
All you got to check in. All you got to do is come in as a pinch runner. Pinch hit, bat every now and then. You got to start. Rest days.
That's a starting. That's game started, not play.
No. Cal didn't start every one of them games in his streak.
Mm-hmm.
No. Because towards the end, he didn't. No, he wasn't starting all them games. He was just checking in.
Could be wrong.
He did start majority of them. I mean, he was. I mean, not take nothing away from Cal Ripken, but
it does just say games played.
Yeah, I remember. Back in what was that
2,632.
That's cheap.
98, September 20. He chose this at September 20, 1998, when he chose to sit out a game.
Yeah, I think the record was broken in 97, though, right?
95.
Yeah, but
95.
Record was broken.
95, right, shortly after the OJ verdict, or right before the OJ verdict, right around that time.
Tim Lyons said that Henry needs 7,000 to catch Emmett. That ain't happening.
Perfect.
Bro.
I mean, that
is not happening. That ain't happening.
3 years.
That's a sniff.
3 years
is a joke.
I was about to say, like, double that and maybe add one, double that plus one, maybe.
Big G,
had a
Big G.
2,000-yard season.
Big G, I think it should be against the homie rules for you to act like anything says is outlandish. I think that should be a rule.
That's like a
It's the glass house rule right there, buddy. Don't throw stones in that glass house.
I understand it. But yeah, he's not going to see no part of it.
The 56 game hit streak, I could see that coming down. It's a tough one. It's a really hard one. It's up there. It's
the way the game is played today. I can't see it happening unless I'm blanking on the guy's name. He played with the Marlins for all those years. Well, no, he played with the Twins, then went to the Marlins. I'm blanking on his name right now. Unless more players play like him, who can actually, spray the ball off all different parts of the outfield, the game has a change for a 56 game hit streak to ever get challenged. Because everything's about
you know who the guy is now with the most consecutive games played?
Who?
Matt Olson. You know what that number is? 492. Not happening.
No way. No way.
He need more than Derrick Henry. He need 2,300 more straight games to get close.
No way. Hey, I got a stat for all you Jordan lovers that love Jordan.
Oh.
Do you know that Michael Jordan led the series scoring in every series he played in except for one series out of all of the time he played in the playoffs? He was the scoring leader, either if they won the series or lost the series, in every series except for one series. Do y'all know the guy that beat him in scoring in a series?
Orlando Woodward.
Scottie Pippen.
No.
Wait. So a Bull that beat Michael Jordan in scoring for a series.
No. I'm talking about even the team that they played.
Oh,
Jordan was the
team they
leading
played.
scorer in every playoff series he played in except for one series. Y'all know the guy who beat him in scoring.
It's got to be somebody.
Larry
The
Bird.
Wizards.
It was one of the. Did he play for the Bucks?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Michael Redd?
No.
Come on, not. He only played the Bucks one time. That was 86.
No, Jordan played the Bucks more. He played the Bucks. He played the Bucks actually 3 times in the playoffs.
Tell me the year. Tell us the year. Was it 87, Biggie?
1988.
Was 88?
The Bucks in 88. That would be. I feel like Terry Cummings.
That's exactly what it was. Mm-hmm. Terry Cummings is the only guy that scored more playoff points than Michael Jordan in a series, in every series he ever played with.
Wow.
Even the opposing team.
That's a pretty wild stat.
He led them in scoring.
I mean, if you know Mike, you know he's a gunner. So I mean, you know.
Yeah, when I found that out, I was like, "Holy crap!"
Don't nobody take shots except for Mike. I mean, that's the rule.
Kobe, his last game, scored 60, but on 60 shots. R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe was a gunner too. But hey, congratulations, Obi. He got one of the least likely broken records.
True.
He tied it now. We assume he'll get one here in the next few days. So congratulations. Right in your backyard, Tate. Right in your backyard.
Hey, at one time there was a discussion, and this debate has been settled. Who's the greatest DC sports athlete? Ovi was on the list. RG3 was on the list. And Gil was on the list. Gilbert Arenas.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that list didn't age well.
Yeah,
it didn't age well at all. It was a billboard up.
Obi did it completely differently than Gretzky did too, right? Gretzky was speed and grace, and Obi is just like get down on the, like kind of like a rebounder, right? Get on the boards and slap shots and crash the net.
Big man.
So John Riggins, Joe Theismann, Green, none of those guys was on that list?
At the time.
Okay.
Quad Father said Gretzky is still better than Ovechkin. I concur.
Yeah, he got more chips than he is.
Yeah, Gretzky is.
But just like
just more skilled, right?
Just like Jim Brown and Barry Sanders is better than Emmitt Smith. It's easy to say.
I think it's almost like saying that, Michael Jordan and LeBron are better than Shaq. Shaq might have been dominant, what I mean? Take the records part out of it, but I'm just saying the style of play. Like Ovi is dominant in his style, but he's not as skilled. That's the biggest part.
Yeah, agree.
All right, well,
definitely agree.
I had some NFL here to finish on. One of my questions was in the upcoming NFL draft, name a player that you hope your team drafts. Tate had us, who do you want your team to take in the first round? So now I'm going to go, who do you want in one of the later rounds? Who do you want in one of the later rounds that you'd like your team to draft? G, I'm going to let you start it off, man. You look deep in thought, so I feel like something good is going to come out of those cobwebs. Just sneak out of there.
A player that I would want my team to draft in the later rounds. So we're talking third or later.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fair, especially since you don't have a second round draft choice.
I would love to see as of today, but I would love to see the Pittsburgh Steelers draft Jordan Hancock in the 5th or the 6th round as a slot corner.
I would too, because I really think that we'd have a lot of no Diddy moments next season.
Yeah, Jordan.
Hey, you scored a run?
Scored a run, baby. It's 3-1 in the top of the 8th. We're playing there, but it's 3-1 now. We're on a roll.
got off the schneid.
Yeah.
Pump buster.
Yeah. but I Jordan Hancock, man, his measurables. And if when you put the tape on, I mean, this kid, considering the amount of NFL draft talent that he played with on Ohio State, he's like the unsung hero, man. He's like 6'1", 205 pounds, 200 pounds. He ran a legit 4.41 40-yard dash, 4.40 40-yard dash. He had a 41-inch vertical leap jump. I think he had a standing broad jump of 10.9. And you put the tape on of this kid, and he's like, slot wide receivers are not getting open. And he's got super long. He's got super long reach, man. So
I can see it now. Corner blitz. And the super long reach of Mr. Cock gets him the sack.
Oh, there it is.
That's the no Diddy. There's the no Diddy.
Oh,
but yeah.
But I could have thought of another one because he's they call him Hancock in his name, but you can say Hancock and go a whole nother direction with that.
Well, yeah, you can say flipping off the edge, and they're he's Hancock swats the ball down, something like that. It's more kind of I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. But I'm saying that's a deep dive player. There's a lot of.
I like
the only other guy maybe is that if we pass on a running back early, I like Rocket Sanders, man.
And
I want to get Rocket Sanders.
What I like about Hancock with the Steelers in general is his flexibility. Right, he can be that slot corner. He can also rotate in the safety if need be. Like he's a versatile piece for it. I like that. I actually like that a lot.
Yeah.
Pay. Oh no, they scored another run. Tate 3-2. All right. Pay. Let's. Do you want to go after your Bears here instead of talking about the Ravens?
Yeah. Chicago.
It's overtime,
as you see,
right there. The Windy City.
Who do I want the Bears to draft?
Yeah, later rounds.
Later rounds.
Who would you like them to get in rounds 3 on? Like name a player, a value player.
There's a couple of names out there that interest me. I'm not sure they will be available because
you're never sure later.
I like high impact players, but some of the names that would interest me that the Bears could take will probably be guys like, because I don't want the Bears to draft skill position players with their first 3 picks, unless it's Omarion Hampton, maybe Judkins. I would take one of them in the first 3 picks. The Bears have the number 10 and went top 2 at the top in the 2nd round. So third round on, that guys that I would be interested in hearing, Scatterboo. I think Scatterboo is a 3rd or later running back. Another name. David Walker, maybe he's an interesting edge that I've paid attention to. He might go higher than 3rd round, but I think it's possible that he can still be there at that position. But if the Bears want to mess around and get him later, that's not a bad pick for them though. Willie Lumpkin's another name. Dylan Fairchild. Now the Bears need a lot of help along the trenches. So offensive line and defensive line. I would love to hear some of those names in the 3rd, 4th round, possibly.
Dylan Fairchild's one that I think the Bengals would love to see him around in the 3rd round for them too.
Yeah.
Tate, 3rd rounder on. You got somebody in your eyes for the Steelers you think would be a good fit?
Yeah, that's easy for me. I think I'll let Big G tell you who I want.
I don't know who the hell you want for a guy later rounds.
Oh, I thought I talked about it enough now. Even seeing you and Curb video clips and stuff. But yeah, man, give me Jalen Milroe.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Pass like third round and down.
Yep.
83 and down.
Yep. Tim already stole one of mine because we talked about it yesterday over there in the chat. Mine's Jack Kaiser, linebacker that played for Al Golden at Notre Dame. So he's used to the coaching. I think he'd be a good replacement for Jermaine Pratt. And I like the way he plays, throws his body around. Tim also in the chat said Jack Sawyer. I've seen some drafts where he slides a little bit. Wouldn't be mad about that either. So I wouldn't be mad about that either because he does have that prototypical 4-3 body type that the Bengals tend to go after. And I think he could be a good replacement there on that edge. All right, cool.
B-Dirt, I got a hot take for this, for the 2025 draft. I think that there will be at least 2 all-pro players drafted past the third round of this draft. There'll be 2 guys in this draft past the third round that'll make all-pro or Pro Bowl. Not next year, but within the lifetime of their career. Yeah. There'll be 2 guys that'll make all-pro. That's how deep this draft is. This draft has some very, very good players. Very good players.
I'm not sure who's putting the comments up, but don't.
I didn't put that.
Just don't. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Pod or wherever you get your podcast, just by the fact that I did not read what was put on the screen, you should do us a solid like, subscribe, thumbs up, share, tell a friend to tell a friend about us because I saved you on that one.
You're welcome.
Oof. Oof. All right, fellas. It's about that time. Parting shots. Pay. What you got to say to the folks before we get going? What do you got coming up over on the Chicago Frustrated Fan Sports Network? Is that what it is? Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan Network. There we go. Better.
We've got a lot going on in the world right now, especially in this country. This isn't about tariffs. Not about tariffs. It's actually about how we groom our landscape, how we groom the nature. We got to do something about the decisions we make and what trees we cut down. We got to stop cutting down the trees that bear fruit. That is female trees. We got to stop cutting them down because you know what? These male trees are out of order. These male trees have run amok. All this tree jizz in the air, that's pollen for those that didn't pay attention in science class. It's enough. It's gotten out of hand. I am dying. I am suffering. I cannot do with any more of this pollen in my face, killing me, making my face explode. We got to stop cutting down trees. I need everybody. If you got a green thumb, go plant a woman tree. Go do yourself a service for everybody, for the future generations, because the lack of botanical boning that's happening out here should piss everyone off.
What did you get when you said botanical? But what? You said what?
Botanical boning.
Wow.
That is one of my best parting shots I've ever heard. That's fantastic. That needs cut. That needs distributed on social media. That is. And explain to everybody that was from a sports podcast. I mean, just great. Tate, you got any parting shots? I know normally this is where you go, man, I don't have a parting shot. And then you say something really good.
Yeah. Well, tonight you get the latter where I don't have anything good to say, but I will say it's a must. I don't know what the show is going to be about on Sunday. Check out the know-it-alls. We had the Tyler Guyton on last week. I think it was a really good interview. Miles a Dallas Cowboy homer. For more than a homer, he's a Dallas Cowboy lover. You know what I mean? I told him earlier in the week he went so hard on pause, but I mean he really did get out there in the social media sphere, sharing links and sharing stuff and going everywhere. I say, Ma, that's good, man. It'd be nice if you do this every week the same way. But when it's about the Cowboys, he's out there. So, but go back, check it out. I'm sure you can find it everywhere because Maya's put it everywhere. And and lastly, just want to say Monday, please check out the Central Division Showdown. Man, it's getting to be lunacy on there. It'll be on the Know It All channel Monday night. I'm usually outnumbered. Two of the Chicago Bulls dude there, Pay and Rick. We always got June and B-Falls for the Pistons. I'm bringing in some different people, Pay. We're hearing some different voices, man. So some of them super hot takes you and the Bulls guys have that went from, man, we need to lose better 3 weeks ago to, we could beat the Cavs. We want the Cavs in the first round. I mean, in 3 weeks.
I don't think that
What's
was
that? That wasn't said?
That was not said. No one said the Bulls can beat the Cavs.
No, I didn't say beat, but you said you want them. You want them okay, yeah, that part.
They don't want the Celtics. That's what they don't want.
What time is that on Monday night?
8:00. No, this Monday will be on 7:00 because of the championship game.
Okay.
That's a championship game. So 7:00 on Monday. Check it out. You get to see some of the Fans First Sports Network basketball guys. A couple more. I'm hoping the homie Relly Hall joins us again because Pay been trolling him on his TikTok and Instagram and everything. So I just want to see it go down, man.
And Tate, if I could say, I mean, I think you can be a little bit more lenient on yourself with the pauses after Pay gets done talking about tree jizz.
Thank you.
Big G.
National crisis.
Big G.
Yes, sir.
Parting shots, my friend.
Hey, man, once again, man, thank you guys for checking out the Homies and Homies Overtime here on Fans First Sports Network, Steel Curtain Network. I'll be back Sunday with Tate on the Know It Alls podcast. And Monday, I'll be back with the Level Up College Football podcast. Sarah C., Andy P., and me. During the off season, we go every couple of weeks, every 2-3 weeks, because there's not a lot of hot things going on. But spring football is definitely here. You're going to get some spring games. You're going to get some announcements going on. And then Tuesday, go over to Steelers All Nighty, the Big Show. I rock out every Tuesday on the Big Show with Big B, man, and it's nuts. And that's when we found out we had alcoholics in the live chat for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then be back Wednesday with Smash the Gas. That boy Kirby, man, Tate, he's going to kill us, bro. That dude, man, it starts texting at 6 o'clock in the morning, and he don't stop all day, every day, and he says nonsense 24/7 to the point to where I'm having conniptions over there. And then so after Smash the Gas, make sure you check back out on Steel Curtain Network, the Pump Your Brakes podcast with me, Shannon, and Tate Boy Fresh, man.
My parting shot is going to be this next Thursday, 8 p.m., running through the jungle. Tune in as you see me reluctantly do my one mock draft for the Cincinnati Bengals where we go through all 6 of their picks. Reluctantly. They got to drag me kicking and screaming, but we're going to do one. And by the way, I think there's only one of us in our group that likes doing them. So, yeah. We're going
That's Jay Lacey.
It's Lacey.
Yeah, it's Lacey. Yeah.
We'll let that go.
Tim. Well, we know who it is.
Tim's it, but
you and Tim are curmudgeons.
But
when
Tim
it comes
has
to drafts.
done them on his own fruition. I'm telling you.
Hey, I'm going to just say this too, B-Dirt. Stay tuned on the Know It Alls podcast. I got something real big brewing. On the Know It Alls podcast. I'll know for sure after the NFL draft if I'm going to be able to pull it off. I can't announce it because it's not official yet. Tate doesn't even know. I'm going to tell him when we go off air. But stay tuned. I got something real big brewing for May for the Know It Alls podcast. If you like sports, you might want to just tune in to the Know It Alls podcast come May.
And listen, we appreciate all your guys' support too. Does not get lost on us.
I'm going to go ahead and put this out there real quick, Big G, because I'm claiming it because I got connects to make it happen. He back out there in the rap game. The Know It Alls podcast is going to have Will Smith on soon. There it is.
Yeah.
The Fresh Prince Will Smith.
Yeah, that's bigger than mine now. But my announcement, like I said, I can't say it officially yet. But
Well, I'm not
real big
official,
working.
but I'm gonna make it happen.
I got something real big brewing. Something real big brewing.
So yes, but if you haven't already, smash that like button, the subscribe button, the share button, all those things that help us out. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. Last thing is, each and every one of you, any of my friends out there, know this: if you've put me in a group chat, I have muted it. Pay, take us out of here.
Steelers sign Aaron Rodgers.
Woo!
Mamba out.